Starting your day off with a take on Vegas you won't get anywhere else.
Hi, I'm Holly Madison, and I listen to Brian Shapiro.
Hi, this is William Shatner, and I listen to Brian Shapiro.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and I listen to Brian Shapiro. Why? Because I'm a good American. So is he. And if you don't listen to him, you need to pack up and leave this country.
This is the Vegas Take with Sharp and Shapiro.
Welcome all guys!
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Yeah, we made it through the week. It's a miracle, I say. Sharp and Shapiro, the Vegas Take, back at you. We took the night off last night. We're back at it. We deserve a couple days off once in a while, don't you think, JD? We deserve a day.
I'm thinking like maybe 4 a week.
Yeah, maybe a couple months we should take off. No, we're not going to do
we
that.
could take
no,
maybe a season
because I wouldn't get paid. I need to pay my bills. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Glad you could be here. We got a lot to get to coming up in hour number 2. Yeah, we got a new NBA champion, the Toronto Raptors. Brian Salmon from Channel 3 will join us. I'll ask him, are the Raptors the worst championship team ever in the history of the NBA? And also, Dennis Silvers will be joining us, the golf guru. Updates on the U.S. Open. Boy, that leaderboard is getting interesting. A lot of Donald Trump news to get to. A bakery, I almost said local bakery, not local, but a bakery was just awarded $40 million by an institution for claiming that they were racially profiling. $40 million for a little itty-bitty bakery. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Craziness. But you want to start with craziness. We've talked about, getting foreign dirt on political opponents, which is clearly what the Trump administration did. Clearly, Don Jr., Jared Kushner went to that meeting, and they've admitted that now, even though they lied about it before. At least Don Jr. did. So President Donald Trump does an interview with George Stephanopoulos, not to be confused with Papadopoulos, George Stephanopoulos. Try to say that 10 times in a row. Anyway, did an interview with him and was asked about, getting offered dirt on an opponent in 2020 from a foreign power. So I want to play you this audio, which is mesmerizing to me, and then we will talk about it. Here we go.
I think maybe you do both. I think you might want to listen. There's nothing wrong with listening. If somebody called from a country, Norway, we have information on your opponent. Oh, I think I'd want to hear it.
I mean, that is just unbelievably ridiculous. Everything that has gone on with this, all Donald Trump has to say is no.
He's just trolling at this point. He's messing with people.
But this isn't something to mess with. This is America. There are laws. There are rules and regulations.
He says, I think I would want to hear it. He doesn't say, oh, I would definitely listen to that.
But that's not the proper response. The proper response is contact the FBI. He is a stooge. And then he walked back his comments as the coward that he is. He walks back his comments on Fox News this morning saying, quote, of course you have to give it to the FBI or report it to the Attorney General or somebody like that. Well, guess what? He didn't say that the other day with George Stephanopoulos. He didn't say that. Don Jr. didn't say that. None of them have said that. And then when he gets all this, media coverage on it, because he does say things that are just complete and utterly buffoonery. That's what it is. Then he backtracks it a little bit. Well, don't say that in the first place. Do you guys trust this guy? You think if Vladimir Putin gave him a buzz and said, hey, I got some dirt on Joe Biden, you think Trump wouldn't listen to that? You think he'd report it to the FBI? Are you kidding me? Of course he wouldn't. And he basically said it. And then, of course, the Senate Majority Leader, you want to talk about buffoons, Mitch McConnell, being interviewed on Fox News by the racist Laura Ingraham, as I like to call her. That's just my nickname for her. I'm just going to call her the racist.
It's maybe, a really, really great nickname.
Maybe she'll sue me for $40 million. Anyway, he was asked about this whole thing, and in response to it, and by the way, Lindsey Graham, many other Republicans, I am not a Lindsey Graham fan, but many Republicans disagree with Donald Trump and say he made a, quote, a mistake when saying that he would take dirt from a foreign entity like a Russia. But Mitch McConnell, in regards to Democrats, he says they just can't let it go. He went on to say other things like, do you think the president made a mistake in the way he answered that question when he said it? Maybe. So he's saying it was just a mistake the way he answered. Oh, it was just slip of the tongue, right? That's what it was. That's all it is, slip of the tongue, just like Sarah Sanders when she lies in front of the media. It's just slip of the tongue. By the way, thank God Sarah Huckabee Sanders is going to be gone. Yeah, she decided that she's going to be resigning her position at the White House at the end of the month. Some people are speculating that maybe she will be running for governor of Arkansas. Good luck, Arkansas, if you want to vote her in. Donald Trump, in regards to Sarah Huckabee, she's a very special person with extraordinary talents who's done an incredible job. I hope she decides to run for governor of Arkansas. She would be fantastic. Sarah, thank you for a job well done. Well, if your job is to lie, I agree. She's definitely done a fantastic job for the liar in chief himself.
Yeah, well, I was kind of out on Sarah Huckabee when there was something in the last year. It was a Twitter post, and she took a fake video from a propaganda site and put it on the United States of America Twitter page.
Yeah, that was a big boo-boo.
That was about as bad as it gets, and she should have lost her job at that point, in my opinion.
And by the way, that's a great example of somebody you want for governor of your state. That's just awesome, right? Do you remember this too? In regards to the Mueller probe, when she told reporters that countless FBI agents lost confidence in Comey ahead of his firing, and then asked about the statement by Mueller's team, Sanders said it was a slip of the tongue for which she had no evidence. No, it's called a lie. It's something Sarah Sanders has done on a regular basis, and I have no doubt she will continue to do it. Once a liar, always a liar.
That's one of those things where you just kind of pepper up the situation with a couple of terms that may or may not be true. But I would not be shocked if some FBI agents lost confidence in Comey.
Yeah, but that's not really what she said. And how can this woman be a governor when she sits in front of the media and she can't even take the heat there? All the things she said, and regardless of whether the media is right or wrong or they're going after her, you have a job to do and you have to remain professional. She can't even look at people and say, no, you are not the enemy of the people. She is the liar in chief. And all she does is defend Donald Trump at no end. She has zero credibility. And if she's the governor of Arkansas, and by the way, in regards to her father, Mike Huckabee, going after Alec Baldwin, Mike Huckabee saying, hey, you should, catch my show. Mike Huckabee, you want to talk about one of the worst guys who's ever done a TV show. You want to talk about zero personality. I'd say these guys, as the late, great Don Rickles said, Mike Huckabee, the personality of a dead ant. How about that family? Gosh, what would be dinner like with the Huckabees? What are they talking about? What are they talking about in their religious conversations? Oh, we got to go to church this weekend. Let's say our prayers. Hey, how's that guy doing, the guy you work for, the grab women by the pee? How's he doing, by the way? Oh, wait, let's get back to church. Yeah, I wonder how those dinner conversations are. Anyway, so Sarah Huckabee is going to be out. Thank God, as far as I'm concerned. And, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, not a shocker, defending Donald Trump to an extent, saying that, he just misspoke in regards to taking dirt or information on a candidate that you're facing in 2020. It's just utterly absurd. All right, let's take some phone calls. We'll open up the phone lines on this. 257-5396, the number to call. 702-257-5396. By the way, I also want to announce this before I forget. We are going to be doing a live remote. We're going to be broadcasting live this Thursday. Free appetizers and drinks over at Radicchio. Great steakhouse up there in Henderson on Sunset. Please come by. Say hello. We'll try to get you on the air. I would imagine there's probably going to be a lot of people there, but we will do our best. That's this Thursday, June 20th at Radicchio. Free food and drinks. We'll be there from 5 to 8 p.m. Have a chance to come by, meet our listeners. We would love to see you out there. And, of course, we will entertain you because we'll be live on the air there. That's what we do. We just love our listeners. We love to entertain them. Anyway, that number to call again if you want to be a part of the show, 257-5396. What do you think about Donald Trump's comments? Saying that, he would take dirt on an opponent in 2020 from a foreign power. Sarah Huckabee Sanders stepping down. A lot more information to get to as well. Did you hear about this? Donald Trump wants to switch up Air Force One, wants to do a makeover. I think he has, actually. Utterly ridiculous. 257-5396. Let's take some phone calls. Let's start off with Elle. Elle, thanks for calling in. How are you?
Hey, Elle.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Let me just touch quickly on those two things you just said. As for Trump, that's another article of impeachment. I don't know how much they've got so far.
Yeah.
But that'll be added. And as for Sarah Huckabee, whatever her name is.
Sarah Huckabee. Sarah Huckabee. Yeah.
That sounds great. Her stint at the White House has damaged anything. How's she going to win anything? I'd go and run against her. I think I would win. But, Ryan, you haven't had a gambling question yet, so I'm going to make this the first.
A gambling question?
Let me ask you, and
Okay.
because I've never heard of it, and maybe you have, or someone you know. Now, I had a 14 parlay yesterday,
Oh.
and
Whoa.
the Mets were the only thing. At least I had St. Louis, but that was the only one. The game was suspended, so now I thought at least, at worst, that it would be once they suspended it, it
A
would
push?
be just no action, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So today they replayed. They did it again today, and
Yep.
St. Louis actually won.
Yeah, they won 5-4.
So I go and try to collect the ticket, and this is a William Hill book, so I want to let people know something shady could be going on. They said the ticket didn't win, not because they said something about when the score ended up 4-4,
Yeah.
and they suspended it. No action can go the second day. So what they did is went back to the eighth
Unfortunately, unfortunately, that's the way it
crazy.
works. Yeah, it is crazy, but unfortunately, that's the way it works. That's what they do.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
What is it, JD? It's after 5 innings, the only way the score can be official. But if it ends in a tie, the action doesn't go towards the next day, right? You can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
But most of the time, it's just a no action thing.
But
right?
you won the other 3?
Right. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. It's supposed to be a
Well,
winning
I've
ticket,
never-
though. Well,
it should be a 3-team winning
yeah,
ticket.
That's what I thought.
that's got to be
what I've
it's got to be a winning ticket.
Yeah,
they made a mistake then.
If you didn't lose any games, it can't be a losing ticket.
If you don't have a losing
I'm gonna
ticket,
keep it. I still have that ticket. And
no,
I'm gonna,
that's
crazy.
listen to me, El. That's a winning ticket.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean-
regardless of what they say, you bring that up to the manager. That is a winning ticket.
If you have a 4-team parlay
Yeah,
and
yeah.
3 teams win
Yeah.
and the game gets suspended,
Yeah,
and then
that's a winner.
and then it wins the next day,
It's a winner.
it's
Yeah.
when you know
That's it.
If
I'm
they
gonna
don't-
find out. I know
you
it's-
should you should get paid as a 3-team
If
parlay.
they don't cash in that ticket, we'll get one of the guys from William Hill to come on and explain why. Thanks for the call,
I
El.
will call you back with them.
All
I'll go
right,
back with them.
please
Thanks,
do.
guys.
You got it.
Yeah,
2-5.
good call.
2-5. That's going off kilter there. We were talking a little bit about Donald Trump, but that's okay.
You know what? I can, as a professional sports bettor and handicapper, I can
Yes.
appreciate calls like that.
This is up your alley. No,
This is absolutely in my
no
wheelhouse.
question about it. Does this bother any of you out there? That the president of the United States, after everything that went on in 2016, thinks it's okay to get dirt from a foreign government, a foreign power, and he would listen and he thinks it's okay? How does that not bother any of you? I don't even care if you're a Trump supporter. Tell me why that doesn't bother you. Give me a reason why at 257-5396. Let's go to Gary. Gary, what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Hey, Gary.
I just want to say, in about 10 years from now, if you're not careful, to be robot people instead of you guys, and I could program the radio. I want to hear Howard Stern, Laura Ingraham, and Donald Rickles discuss the 20 categories of racism instead of 20 categories of transgenders.
Where are you going with this,
I
Gary?
wanna
I'm
hear.
confused. Where are you going
I
with
can
this?
program the radio to do that.
Okay. Where are you going with this, Gary?
I know I'm out of
confused.
space.
That's okay, Gary. We're all out of space. I'm out of space too, Gary. Gary, what drugs have you taken today? I want to take the drugs you're on.
I don't take no more drugs, but
Okay, good.
when I lived
We
with
don't
my
want to
older
condone
brother,
that. We don't want to
I
condone
took
that.
a lot of drugs, a lot of
Okay.
LSD,
Oh.
and I'm out there.
Well, Gary,
Don't-
you're a
don't
very
even doubt it.
you're a very eccentric individual, but we always appreciate it when you call in. 257-5396 is the number to call. Let's go to Scott. Scott, what's up?
Yeah, Brian, where did Beasley dig you up from? The bowels of hell?
Yes, that's exactly where I came from, Scott.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
so.
bring hold on. Can I
mean,
bring you
you
with
know-
me? I'm gonna bring you with me, Scott. Now,
Yeah, go right ahead.
now that you thought that up
Hey,
for the
Scott, that's a great first-class invitation to the bowels of hell from Brian Shapiro. Are you taking it or are
Yep.
you turning it down?
Now, since Scott thought about that, what am I going to say when I call in for the first 24 hours? Scott, that was very smart of you to say that. Very, very, very brilliant of you. Would you
I'm
like to
letting
actually
you talk. Go
would,
right ahead.
Would you like to actually debate something that we've discussed on the show and have an intellectual conversation?
Yes, I would.
Okay, then I'm waiting. Go ahead.
All right, you insult Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yes,
and
I
you
do.
insult
Because she insults.
Mike Huckabee. Wait a minute, I'm talking now. Will you let me finish?
I'm so sorry, Sir Scott. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sir Scott Lancelot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you insult Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Mike Huckabee, and you defend Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin
What?
called
What
his
is-
daughter
What are you talking
an
about?
MF and a sea sucker. I mean, what's wrong with you,
What
Brian?
do you- okay, let's talk about that. First of all, what happened? What happened there? Scott, are you still there?
He actually just
Yeah,
hung
I'm
up.
still
Oh, I
here.
thought he hung
Okay,
up on you.
I don't know what just happened with the phone lines. Okay, first of all, in regards to Alec Baldwin, okay, I think he is a talented actor. I don't know him personally. He seems to have a temper problem. As far as
he assaulted someone and punched someone
Scott,
out on the street.
I was going to get to that. I was going to get to that.
Space.
If you didn't,
he's wonderful, Brian.
Okay, if you didn't,
Hey, Scott, in all fairness, you just asked him not to interrupt you, and then you interrupted him. So let him finish.
Thank you for interrupting me, Scott. I was going to get to that. What I was saying was he is a good actor. I appreciate his impersonations of Donald Trump. I like a lot of his movies. He obviously has some anger management issues. He doesn't seem like a great person personally. I'm not defending his personal life. In fact, I'm not defending Alec Baldwin. And I'm also not going to defend Mike Huckabee. I thought he was a terrible governor. He had a horrible show on Fox News. And, yeah, I think his daughter is a liar just like Donald Trump, Scott. So what do you think about that? I think Sarah Huckabee Sanders is going to take you to hell. What do you think about that?
Oh, she's going to take me to hell?
What? You got a stutter now, Scott? What's going on? Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye. Yeah, you are. See you later. See you in hell, Scott. Thank you for calling in. 257-5396 is the number to call. 702-257-5396. Let's go to Raymond. Raymond, what's up?
How you doing?
Doing good, Raymond. What's up?
Be on your show. Been here about 10 years from Colorado.
All right.
And,
what part?
If
What
I
part?
would have been asked that question
Yes.
by Stephanopoulos or
Correct.
I would have answered it this way if I was Trump, and I'm not Trump, obviously. I would have said, would I take the information that somebody would have brought me? And I would have said, as long as it would have been the 33,000 emails she potentially erased, if you got anything like that, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, but I think I understand where you're going with that. And Raymond, trust me, I am not a Hillary Clinton defender. Okay, we know that she probably committed some crimes there, certainly with the emails. But with that being said, I think with everything that has gone on in regards to getting dirt with what happened with that meeting with Kushner, why can't you just do the intelligent thing and say, yeah, if somebody wanted to dish dirt for me from a foreign entity, I would call the FBI because that is what our FBI director wants us to do. That is what our law enforcement wants us to do. And I am going to do the right thing. Why is it not possible for the leader of the free world to answer a question the way he is supposed to answer it, which is responsibly, Raymond? Why can't he do that?
Because you can't trust the FBI. I, first of all, would have cleaned the FBI first.
Come on. So you're saying you would rather the president of the United States take dirt from a foreign entity, and you're totally okay with that, and your reasoning and excuse behind it is, well, we just can't trust the FBI. So what does that mean with police officers when police come up to you?
So let's not go to police officers.
Well, why?
We're talking federal.
No. Okay, so you don't trust any FBI, but you trust all law enforcement police officers.
Neither do I CIA or any of the other ones.
So because you don't trust the CIA or FBI, you want to generalize and you think it's okay and you want to defend the president taking dirt from foreign entities about a candidate, and you are completely okay with that, Raymond. I find that hard to believe that you actually believe that.
No, I wouldn't. If I was the president, first of all, I would not have taken it. I'm not the president, but if I was the president, I would not have taken it. He answered that wrong, okay? I'm a conservative. He answered that wrong.
Then we're getting somewhere. I appreciate that.
But I would have said, if anybody's going to bring me any dirt, I want to see the 33,000 emails. And if China, you got them, or Russia, if you got them, why don't you send them to somebody?
While I understand what you're saying, let's also keep in mind Hillary is not running an office anymore, Raymond. And I appreciate the call, and I also do appreciate your honesty. Thank you for answering. That's all I was trying to get at, Raymond. He was foolish. He's foolish every day. He says a lot of dumb things. 257-5396. Thank you for the call, Raymond. Let's go to Mike. Mike, what's up?
Yeah, hi. Long time, first time caller. I want to
thank you, Mike.
Just make a quick comment.
Yes, sir.
All right. After that, I just want to hear your thoughts. 2016, we had Pennsylvania and Wisconsin voted this idiot in, right?
Yes.
Now, here we are 4 years later. I think there's no way in hell he's going to be elected. I want to hear because number one,
I don't know.
He's Biden's leading the polls in Texas.
He is.
In Pennsylvania and a few other states.
Yes, sir. That is true.
I know it's a year and a half away. I just want to hear your thoughts on what you think is going to happen in 2020.
Sure. No, it's a good question.
Give me the address to that Italian place where you're going to be next week, and I'm up here.
I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you for the call, and I will give out the address.
Thank
you for calling in, Mike. Okay, it's a good question, Mike. Let me give you and JD, I want to get I know JD thinks that Trump is going to win in a landslide. I'll get to JD in a second. Here's my opinion on what I think is going to happen. I think Donald Trump is going to win unless he does not want to win. And let me be specific. If Donald Trump does not want to go at this for another 4 years, and by the way, I don't think his ego will allow him to do that, I think he's going to win. I think there's too many people out there that Joe Biden does not resonate with, and I think we all can agree. Now, I know these polls are out. Keep in mind, we had polls that showed Hillary Clinton was going to win in a landslide, and I understand she won the popular vote, but she lost. I think it comes down to this. I think it comes down to their campaigns. I really do. If Joe Biden does a much better job than Hillary and goes to those states that he needs, I think he'll have a very good chance to win. I don't think either Biden or Trump, assuming Biden's going to be the Democrat nominee, I don't think anyone's going to win in a landslide. I think the popular vote's going to be very close. Now, who's going to win the Electoral College? I'm going to go with Donald Trump right now. Now, I could change my opinion a year from now, but look, I thought Hillary was going to win, as 98% of others did too, by the way, and don't tell me that all of you out there thought, well, don't tell me the majority of all of you out there thought Trump was going to win.
I took Trump like 60-1 at an offshore book a couple of weeks before the election.
Well, you're one out of a million that did that. But do you agree with my assessment?
Yeah, kind of. I think that Biden is the best candidate for Trump to go against because he is Caucasian, he is old, and he is not very wealthy. He doesn't have the resources Trump has or the social media following. I do think that people are going to vote based on what he has done as opposed to what he has said. I think that what he has said and the way he conducts himself is consequential to some, like my co-host Brian, but I think about 85 or 90% of the country cares more about what he does for their pocketbooks and for their 401k and with the stock market, et cetera, et cetera. So I think Trump will win in a landslide if it's Joe Biden.
Let me tell you something. Joe Biden, very lazy, low IQ Joe. He's crazy. He's crazy.
That was a really good impression.
I'm brilliant. I
wish we could start every single show with a Brian Shapiro Donald Trump impression. And Dana Carvey would be so proud.
Sleepy Joe, Crazy Joe. All right, 257-5396. Brady, what's up, Brady? What's going on?
How you doing there, Brian? I wanted to bring up Cujo, actually, and I thought that was kind of funny. But when they're talking about the hypothetical question that they keep asking, they're talking about Stephanopoulos asked Mr. Trump there. It was just a kind of a bait question, but Trump is a master of deception. He's flipping it around pretty quick because the real problem all went back to the Democrat Party, like with Hillary, and how many millions she paid for the fake dossier. There's some Russian interference right there because that's where most of that information came for that dossier. Another thing is that just came out today.
Can I stop you there? And I promise I'll let you continue. Because, Brady, I'm trying to get in the minds of some of you Trump supporters. Why is it that every single time I bring something up that bothers me personally about what Donald Trump does, why is it all of you want to bring up Hillary Clinton? Why are you all obsessed with Hillary Clinton? Why is Donald Trump obsessed with Hillary? She's not running for office anymore. She's done. I'm talking about Donald Trump. I'm not talking about any other Republican. I'm not talking about any other Democrat. I'm specifically talking about the way Donald Trump acted like a buffoon and answered this question like a moron who doesn't understand the laws.
Because she's one of the original deep state. I mean,
but she's not running anymore. She's not in office anymore.
You got to for 2.5 years. We just went on a thing for the Mueller report, which was open with the FISA report that used a fake dossier. What don't you understand about that?
What don't you understand about the fact that Hillary Clinton is not running for office? She is no longer a public figure, at least in a political sense. What part of that do you not understand? Stop going back to 2.5 years ago. That's over with now. You had your 8 investigations with Benghazi. Why can't we talk about the president that is in office right now? Are you not capable of doing that? Stick to the point.
This is the point because when the Horowitz report comes out,
oh my God,
you think the stuff is going to hit the fan like you haven't seen before.
Okay, fine. And Donald Trump is a goody-good. He's never done anything, but let's just focus on the Clintons and Barack Obama. I get it, Brady. You sound like a Democrat. You sound like a liberal. Yeah, thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. Not biased at all. I gave him 3 chances to talk about Donald Trump, and he brings up the dossier and Hillary. Give me a break. 257-5396. Let's go to Alex. Alex, what's up?
Hey, Alex.
Hi, Brian. I just want to say I'm glad you're on.
Thank you.
And I'm livid at what Donald Trump has done to our country. He's made us the laughingstock. I think when someone runs for president now, people are going to say, well, if Donald Trump can run, he can run. So I'm just
I'm wondering if Paris Hilton's going to be on the ballot in 2020.
One thing Trump has done is he has opened the door for anyone with a massive social media following and a decent reputation. Like I believe that if The Rock ran, I would think he would get second or third in the Democratic Party in 2020.
Alex, how does President Kardashian sound to you?
I like Bernie. I do like
too.
Bernie.
Yeah.
But Biden, he doesn't wow the crowd like he really should, but I like Biden as well. But
Why? You don't think Bernie Sanders wows the crowd? You don't think Bernie Sanders...
No, not Bernie, Biden.
Oh, Biden. Okay, I see.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think, in a sense, the same as Hillary. I'm not sure he resonates. Pete Buttigieg is not going to win, but, boy, he does a good job getting his base fired up. I agree, yeah.
We need to get ready to take McConnell and Lindsey Graham out in 2020.
They are just complete clowns, both of them, as far as I'm concerned.
The GOP is just completely...
Yeah.
They're nowhere to be found.
Well, I will say this, though, to be fair on both sides, I think there are some Democrats on the left. Chuck Schumer, not exactly someone that resonates with a lot of people either. I like Nancy Pelosi in some ways. I don't like her in others. I didn't like it when she said, I don't want him impeached. I want him to go to jail. You got to show some backbone, don't you?
Yeah, I think she's waiting. She's doing a time. She's waiting for timing. She's timing out, waiting for perfect timing, or waiting for him to do something, which could be any minute. Which I think he already did. But
yeah, all right, fair enough.
I agree with you,
Alex. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for calling.
All right, so listen. Here's what we're going to do. I don't want to take. We got about 30 seconds here, and then I got to go to break. I want to get to all of your calls, and I want to give all of you ample time. Dave, Nick, Samantha, Mike. I promise you, I will get to all your calls when we come back. Just hang on the line, and I have one phone line open at 257-5396. Again, that number to call 257-5396. A reminder: we will also be at Rodizio Steakhouse in Henderson on this Thursday, June 20th. It's on Sunset Road in Henderson, and we'll be there 5 to 8. We'll be broadcasting out there. We'd love to see all of you out there. We'd love to meet you, whether you agree with our opinions or not. We would absolutely love to see you there. We will take a quick break, and I promise you we will get to all your calls when we come back at 257-5396. Right after this, you're listening to The Vegas Take right here on the all-new 101.5 FM, 720 AM KDWN, 720 AM KDWN, 720 AM KDWN, 720 AM.